For insurers to make the most out of these advanced driver-assisted systems, first and foremost, they've got to understand which vehicles have got them on. So in the majority of cases, they're optional extras, and there is just no clarity about whether a vehicle has that capability or not. Once they have an understanding of the vehicles that have got those systems in place, then they'll be able to run the data through to identify the impact that's actually having. That will then help with the underwriting process, and that ultimately bring the premiums down on insurance.
We need to understand the technologies specifically, but also we need to collect data around how the technologies actually behave in the real world. To that end, companies like Direct Line Group need to invest in research and development in these technologies. So, for example, Direct Line is working on a project called Move UK, led by Bosch, involving Transport Research Lab, Jaguar Land Rover, Greenwich Council and the Flow. And we're using these projects to really understand how these technologies are coming into play. More locally, more specifically, so in the short term, it's actually just about speaking to our customers, understanding what technologies they have on their cars, and potentially even offering discounts to those customers for those technologies, so that we can really begin to understand what technology is in the car and what impact it's having on risk.
The big issue for me to take advantage is to get customers, our clients, to understand what the systems are and the benefits that they offer them. I think there's a lot of confusion at the moment about what system does what, which isn't helped by a lot of manufacturers giving them different brand names. If we can get that information across to customers, I think that will really help everybody.
I think the key here is we need to listen to our customers, and that includes our policyholders. We need to talk about those systems with motor manufacturers, and it's about that collaboration between all those stakeholders to make sure that we truly understand and drive the benefit from these systems moving forward.
So this is just not insurers taking advantage of advanced driving systems, this is also manufacturers. We need to be working collaboration together as partners to make sure that actually we understand these systems and the value add and where we take them to next. This is not just about insurers.
I think the work that Thatcham have been doing to incentivise AEB and to understand AEB and to actually get the really robust data about how good it is probably the precedent that we've set that we should be taking forward as technology develops. And I think that open-minded approach and driven by evidence is what we should be doing as technology develops.
So I come from the point of view as somebody who worked in the automotive industry, designing, creating vehicles, which is, in my world, objective. So if a vehicle does 180, 190 miles an hour, that's good. But an insurer won't necessarily see it that way. And I was educated whilst I worked at Thatcham that is the case. So I think it's all about the use of information to manage the risk pricing. And we had quite an in-depth discussion today about that. For me, the thing that is almost an impossible dream is that the information that is used trackside to create a vehicle in the first place, including the line fit options, somehow has to migrate through to the aftermarket outside the vehicle manufacturer. And I think almost from today's discussion, that's really when that becomes available, then underwriting, and then in the case of claims, the whole process becomes much, much more powerful. So for me, that's what has to come is yes, these things are fitted. Are they fitted to the vehicle that was involved, either in getting a policy agreed or in a claim? And what are the consequences for that? And in today's situation, most insurers are blindfolded. They do not know what's fitted to the vehicle.